It's winter here in the inland Northwest, and there is so much to do. In fact, today on this edition of Explorer Television, we're going to go snowshoeing, snowmobiling, and we're going to check out a brand new indoor water park. But first, we're going to take a ride on the world's longest single-stage gondola right here at Silver Mountain. I'm Leslie Lowe, and you're watching Explorer Television. From quaint shops, boutiques, and restaurants to majestic mountain trails and campgrounds, Explorer Television gets you started on your exciting journey.
This is Explorer Television with your guide, Leslie Lowe.
Originally called Jackass after Noah Kellogg's famous donkey, who discovered the area's first gold vein, Kellogg was established in 1886. The economy was devastated when the local smelter closed in the 1980s. To keep the small town alive, Kellogg developed the local ski hill into a major attraction, including the world's longest single-stage gondola. The ride starts at the base of Silver Mountain at an elevation of 2,300 feet. The gondola climbs 3,400 vertical feet. Then 19 minutes and 3.1 miles later, you will be at 5,700 feet at the top of Kellogg Peak. But what does it take to run the world's longest gondola? We find out from the director of Gondola and Lift Operations.
When did this actually start running, Larry?
1990 is when Von Roll Tramway put it in. It was the Von Roll and City of Kellogg that first got it going.
There's a lot that goes behind everything that happens up here as far as the lifts and the gondola. So we're going to take a look in the motor room here.
The gondola is driven by a 1,500 horse DC motor.
Now, is that
so
electric?
Yeah, electric.
Okay.
And we have a diesel backup, 12-cylinder diesel auxiliary motor.
Included in the 100 cabins on the cable the motor pulls, there are a few special ones.
It's the VIP cabin. We use it for wedding.
Kind of has the cushy seats and the radio.
People like to ride in. It's 4-passenger instead of 8.
So Larry, we've got the silver cabin, but you also have some great special needs cabins.
Yeah, we have cabins that are designed just to take wheelchairs. Seats fold up, the doors open wider. We want those folks to come up and visit us too.
The gondolas run year-round at Silver Mountain. Just follow I-90 to Kellogg, Idaho.
If you're the crafty type, you'll have to explore Lyle's Fabrics, Crafts, and Gifts. Their store is on 600 East Best Ave in Coeur d'Alene. They have really nice seasonal items and tons of quilt patterns, knitting supplies, yarn, and all sorts of fabric to make your own creations. If you want a really nice gift, they have those there too. Make sure you have some time though, because the store is huge. Explore Lyle's Fabrics, Crafts, and Gifts in Coeur d'Alene. It's a fun excursion. Explore the Government Way Antique Mall. 55 vendors are packed into 7,500 square feet of antique furniture, collectibles, glassware, tools, vintage advertising, jewelry, and so much more. While in Coeur d'Alene, explore the Government Way Antique Mall, 3650 North Government Way. This is Explorer Television. Now, here's Leslie Lowe.
And now we're at the top of the mountain, Silver Mountain, where we're going to meet up with Janet. We're going to do some snowshoeing. I'm a little bit nervous because I've never done this before. So our guide today, Janet. Hi, Janet. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you so much. I am nervous. So tell me what I need to know and you know, all the good stuff.
I'd love to get you started and show you what's going on here with the snowshoes. So we put these on. We want to make sure we loosen these straps up all the way. Let's make sure you got the right footwear, and we're going to loosen these up. Some snowshoes come right and left footed. This is neutral. It doesn't matter which one we put on. I like having the straps easy to pull to the outside, so that'll work best. So let's go ahead and let's slip your left foot in here.
Okay.
Making sure that it's loose first. Great, fantastic. Now the key to snowshoes is tight, making sure it's all super snug, super tight, so that we're not loose in the shoe.
Now, do they come in certain sizes?
Absolutely. You can buy snowshoes based on just the surface area they cover, so you might take one type of snowshoe out on a real powdery day, and you might take a different kind of snowshoe out on a more firm packed day.
What are some things that you need to remember to bring with you? You were saying good waterproof boots.
Yeah, here on the mountain, we're not going to be that far from our food and our lodging, but there's a great spot to stop, have some food, drink some water. Third most important thing I'd say would be your camera.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
Food, water, and on a day like today, sunglasses to protect our eyes from the glaring snow is good. Gloves.
And you know, it's beautiful. It's sunshine up here today, so sunscreen, not a bad idea either.
Great idea. Great idea.
All right, well, let's get going here.
Okay.
The views are incredible.
Yeah, 360 from the mountain house, which is nice.
Yeah. As I'm walking through stuff like this, it gets a little more difficult.
Yeah,
you gotta kind of pay attention.
You got to
what
pay
you're
attention
doing.
to your footing, and you'll get
Yeah.
used to it. You've got little grips on underneath your feet. The trickiest thing, you'll usually have a hard time, is just the width of the snowshoe, and they might get tripped up on that. So you do kind of have to widen your stance a little bit more, and that'll keep you from knocking your leg or knocking the inside of your foot or tripping up on the snowshoes. So it's good to widen that up just a tidge.
Well, I'm kind of excited. We made it all the way down the hill. I haven't hurt myself yet.
Piece of cake. You're flying.
So the poles are really good for just balancing
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. They help with just stabilizing an extra tripod, so to speak, give you more points of contact, help you stay balanced.
It's beautiful. How many different trails do you have for the snowshoeing itself?
Snowshoeing, there's one designated trail, but you do have options on where else you can go on the mountain. It's just important to check out with ski patrol before you go anywhere. But they definitely depend on people informing them that they're going to be out there. So when you check out with ski patrol, you got to check back in. So if you're not checked back in, then that's when they'll do a sweep and check and start looking for you.
We've been snowshoeing on the designated trails here at Silver Mountain, but what are you going to do if you head into the backcountry and you don't have the ski patrol handy to help you out? Well, Janet's going to tell us what you need to bring and what you need to know as you hit the backcountry. Thanks so much for joining us on Explorer Television.
Hi, I'm Bobby Drummond. I'd like to welcome you to come in and explore Northwest Outfitters. We offer many fly fishing and school opportunities throughout the spring, summer, and fall. Stop by and see what package may be good for you. We carry all the major fly fishing manufacturers. Come on in and see which one may suit you. As well as fly fishing equipment, we have a great selection of gifts and clothing for the outdoor lifestyle. So we'd like to welcome you to come explore Northwest Outfitters, located on Highway 95 and Canfield Avenue.
Hi, I'm Joe Ellithorpe, and I'd like to invite you to come and explore Northwest Pony Express. Here at Northwest Pony Express, we cater to the shooting sports lifestyle. Antique and modern firearms, traditional archery. Come and explore us soon. You can find us located at the southwest corner of Highway 95 and Canfield Avenue, directly west of the Silver Lake Mall.
Come explore Capone's.
Oh, wow. Good food, good drinks, good time.
Hi, I'm Teresa Capone, inviting you to explore Capone's. Come on in.
When the game's on, I'd come to Capone.
This is Explorer Television.
Definitely some key essentials with anytime you're going hiking or going somewhere that's not on the mainstream. Got some examples here in my pack. A good pack that carries easily, it's not going to make you sore or uncomfortable, is the first thing to put all your goodies in. I like to bring extra, so again, moisture being your enemy, I'll carry extra gloves. If my gloves get wet, I want a pair of dry gloves to put on. I keep an extra insulated layer with me, just an extra warm layer if the temperature drops and I need to bundle up some more. I'll even take a headlamp. just throwing a small headlamp in there. It's small, it's tiny, it doesn't take up that much space, and you can be really thankful if a trip goes a little bit longer than planned. And then I'll always have a little first aid kit with me, or I'll throw some basic Band-Aids, antiseptics, fire starters.
I would not have thought about that.
Yeah, it's small, it's not heavy, it just throws right in there. It's all pre-prepared. I can throw it in the summer in my pack, in the winter, and just good bang for your buck food. Nuts, fruit, you've got your protein bars, a variety of options like that. The type of stuff where, again, it's going to have a lot of calories, a lot of energy, and a small amount.
Yeah, a lot of substance there.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, depending on your trip, a map.
Good idea.
Where you're going.
That's always
I like
good.
to use a topo map. It really helps you find the surfaces and where it's going to be steep, where it might be dangerous. Say if avalanche danger, I can see that's a steep slope coming up. I might want to skirt above it, might want to skirt around it, but I probably won't want to walk right through it.
Right.
Another thing, just kind of the little tricks of just throwing in some hand warmers. So for a good day trip that you have planned, this will get you through the night.
Oh my gosh, that is an incredible view. There isn't a bad view on this mountain anywhere.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Be a good time to refuel and have a seat and enjoy the view.
I'm with you. I think it's about that time. This is a great workout. You know, I gotta say, huge thank you for, showing me all the ins and outs and getting me all ready to snowshoe again, because I'm definitely coming back up.
Oh, good to
hear.
Great
workout, beautiful, wonderful. So thanks so much, Janet.
You're very welcome.
Snowshoeing, great winter experience up here on Silver Mountain. Glad I tried it. They've also got snowboarding, also skiing. But hey, if winter sports are not your thing, they've also got some great trails for mountain biking in the summertime as well. And they are opening up a water park, and that opens in May, and it's going to be open year-round. We're going to take a look at that coming up here in just a few minutes. Thanks so much for watching Explorer Television.
If you're an antique hunter, be sure to explore the many antique shops in Wallace. There's furniture, clothing, jewelry, glassware, books, toys, and many other collectibles to hunt through. Perhaps you'll find that treasure you've been looking for. Enjoy a day of antiquing in Wallace. Just park your car, because each store is within easy walking distance of each other. Antiques and collectibles, just another reason to explore Wallace, Idaho.
Sterling Mining and the Silver Valley Mining Association supports the Sterling Coin Program, which promotes the trade of pure silver. Wallace in the Silver Valley is the only place in the world that uses pure silver coins for trade of goods and services.
For a delicious pizza, explore the Pizza Factory. We make our own dough and sauce right here in the store to ensure quality and freshness. The Pizza Factory in Wallace, Idaho.
1313 Club. Good time, good food, good friends.
The 1313 Club, a relaxed and fun place to meet your friends with a large selection of beer, an extensive wine list, and a full bar. Sample from our tasty menu from our charbroiled grill. You can also have a custom picnic lunch packed for your outdoor adventure. 1313 Club at 608 Bank Street, Wallace.
Come and explore what the 1313 Club has to offer.
This big bucket behind me seems a little bit out of place here at a ski resort. It actually belongs inside the brand new water park set to open in May. Let's head inside. We'll meet up with Chris. He is the water park manager. We'll find out what's going on.
It's a very exciting time.
So it's set to open in May. Everything's still on?
Everything's on schedule for that.
Perfect. Can you tell me a little bit about what we have going on down here?
All right. Yeah, we have a little something for everyone.
Yeah.
Right as you come into the park, if you look clear over to the right, see those yellow slides over there? That's Pollywog Pond. That's for the youngsters. Then if you come straight across in the middle, you'll see the river.
Oh, is that a floating river?
That's actual lazy river.
I love that.
And that's called the North Fork. And it's about 320 feet long. Right in the middle where you see those two high reaches and you see the purple and the yellow slide, that's going to be a multi-level play structure. And it's kind of like a water jungle gym.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be about 5 stories, and we'll have a giant tipping bucket at the top. And there'll be so many different water attractions on the way up. There'll be squirt guns and waterfalls and water coming up from the stairs. Maybe about 50 different water attractions on that. You can see this box right over here. That's probably the most exciting thrill type ride, and that's the surf machine, the flow rider. It produces about a 6-foot wave with a sheet of 2-inch thick water, and the water comes out at about 35 miles an hour and goes uphill. And so you start on your surfboard at the top and go downhill. You're actually standing still, but it seems like you're going 35 miles an hour.
Wow.
And you can cut back and forth. It's very exciting.
That sounds cool.
And then the big structure, the big tower that you see at the back, that's for the water slides. And we have 3 really big water slides. 2 of them are 54-inch diameter fiberglass flumes that you can ride in a single or a double tube. And then the other one is a family inner tube ride, and it's 108 inches in diameter, and you can ride up to 4 people in one float.
Wow, so all in the same float,
They
and
all
they all come down
exactly.
the slide together.
And all of the slides start out at the very top, and then you can see the second level up. 2 of the slides terminate there, and then the big family raft goes clear to the bottom. Way over in the corner where you see the blue construction device back there. That's for the little toddlers, and that's a wet deck or a small spray ground.
Oh, yes, so they can run out at the water.
Exactly. There'll be a series of bubblers and fountains and jets and waterfalls. And I didn't even mention where we are right here. This is a second level, and not only is it an observation area for the flow rider, but we'll have a bar back here and 2 hot tubs over in the corner.
Nice.
So this is kind of an adult area.
Chris, thank you so much for allowing us to take a tour through this unfinished product, but Silver Rapids Indoor Water Park will be done in May. And I tell you what, how about if we come back out when you are done and we'll go ride down this...
Well, I'd certainly like to offer that invitation for you to come out in May and ride the rides and have a great time.
Next on Explorer Television, one of the most exciting and fastest growing sports in the Inland Northwest, snowmobiling, and we've met up with some of the most experienced riders who are going to show us the ropes.
Nestled among the pines, high in the mountains of beautiful northern Idaho, is Timber Rock Winery. Winemakers passionately craft silky, smooth, delicious wines from the region's finest sun-drenched vineyards. Timber Rock wines are the result of careful vineyard selection. Explore Timber Rock with friends, as well as that special occasion where only an extraordinary wine will do. Timber Rock wines are available locally at fine shops and restaurants and through their website.
Wolf People offers a unique selection of clothing and other items bearing wolf and Native American themes. Explore us today and enjoy a close-up encounter with a timber, Arctic, and tundra wolf. The staff at Wolf People are dedicated to educating the public about these beautiful animals, and we promise your visit to Wolf People will be a rewarding experience you'll always treasure. Explore Wolf People in the scenic Selkirk Mountains near Lake Kokalala off Highway 95 in northern Idaho and help preserve a piece of the wild.
This is Steve Matthews. He is an Idaho licensed backcountry guide. He's going to show us everything we need to know about snowmobiling today. Hey, Steve.
How you doing?
Good. Okay, there are a few things that we need to know before we head out on the snowmobile.
Absolutely. An ounce of preparation goes a long way. So let's head to the classroom and have a look.
Perfect.
Well, the first thing you want to have when you start your backcountry adventure on snowmobile, of course, is some form of an avalanche transceiver. There's several. You can either buy digital or the old analog style. Either one is good as long as you practice and become proficient with it. Paired with the avalanche transceiver needs to be an avalanche probe so you can actually locate the individual that is buried, as well as a shovel so you can dig them out. All this can be contained in a backpack, this should all be on your back or on your body, your person, so if you lose your machine in a massive avalanche, you still have your rescue gear available to get the people dug out. Some of the other items that you could really have would be very beneficial would of course be some form of communication. The ever-loving cell phone, critical, many situations. Could be a lot better outcome if people had some form of communication to the outside world. And also paired with the cell phone would be a GPS because you call in coordinates. What you need to also be prepared to do to use those items is have some list of numbers with you. MedStar, the military, the local rescue. If you get yourself into a situation, these are some of the items that are going to make your night stay a lot more pleasant. It would just turn into possibly an unplanned camping trip at that point rather than a disaster. Survival starts with a saw. That way you can go ahead and cut down some small trees and get some limbs that you can lay on. This tarp can be folded out to create a good shelter for yourself. It has grommets so you can tie it off. If you've got some cord, you can quickly get down next to a tree, put some tree boughs in there, pull that back over yourself, tie it out quickly. In 15 minutes you've got yourself a shelter. Water, critical to the survival of the human body. You can survive for a number of days without food, but you cannot survive for a number of days without water, at least not comfortably. So water is critical. Some nice fire starter never hurts. It's a lot easier to build a fire with that, especially in the wintertime. Just a little metal cup so you can melt some snow and get yourself some water, maybe a tea bag or some coffee. So within about a 30-minute period, you've got yourself in a shelter. You've got either a stove or you've got a little fire built, and you're drinking a nice little hot liquid, maybe a cup of soup or something. So all of a sudden your disaster is turning into a little more comfortable experience.
Yeah, you warm your body, you start to feel like you can handle
Absolutely.
the situation.
On from there, if you do have a rescue situation, of course you're going to need some form of a first aid kit.
Okay, let's talk clothes, because we were talking a minute about this cotton.
Cotton is great in the summertime, but it's definitely not your winter item. So, right with a base layer, no cotton underwear, no cotton socks, no sweatpants, sweat tops.
So what do we need to be
Well,
wearing?
there's a number of brand names out there, but some form of a thermally insulating underlayer, Thermax, Coolmax. There's a multitude of styles out there that you can buy. Just one of the companies of good thermal underwear, Chili's or something like that. And again, from the socks to the base layer to the medium layer, whether you use fleece or good old wool, doesn't matter. Some people, wool's a little itchy.
I was going to say, I always think of wool as being itchy when it gets wet, but it really holds in the heat, so that's what's
It's a
most
great
important.
standby. Something like 60% of the heat loss is out of the top of the head and the back of the neck. So the old balaclava, which covers the back of the neck and the head.
I love those.
Yeah, they're great. And most people wear them under their helmets anyway, so they usually got those. Also a neck gaiter, again, 1 or 2 layers on the neck is critical, not have, wind going down in there, or snow might be the case. Good set of gloves, or 2, because if you carry a little of the extra gear in your pack, chances are someone that's been in an avalanche is going to have their possibly helmet come off, their gloves are off. All of a sudden they're in need of some extra clothing.
Let's head outdoors and go see how all this comes into play.
Let's do it. One last thing you want to do before you leave the trailhead is check to make sure that everybody's transceivers are actually transmitting. You're good. You're good too. Now it's time to go.
We have had a great time snowmobiling. This is Steve's wife Terri, Billy over here, and as you can see, you take off, the sun is shining, but boy, the weather can move in fast, and that is one good reason to be prepared.
Absolutely.
Be prepared when snowmobiling. Before you head out, call for the latest avalanche forecast. For avalanche and winter survival classes, contact Steve Matthews. For more links to avalanche classes and forecasts, go to KXLY.com and click on Explore Television.
If you've got a favorite place to explore that you'd like to share with us, just write us at explorertv@kxly.com. I'm Leslie Lowe, and join us next time for another edition of Explore Television.